Today, we're diving into some essential tips for overnight guest etiquette for both the hosts and the guests. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel for those who are seeing me for the first time, and welcome back to my returnees. For the newbies, my name is Chantel. You can see it on the wall. The creator of this channel. Thank you all so much for joining today. Whether you're planning to host a friend for a night or you're the one crashing at someone's place, the tips I'll be sharing will help both parties keep things less awkward, comfortable, and stress-free. So let's get started. Etiquette tips for the host. First off, let's talk about what you can do as a host to make your guests feel right at home. Number one, prepare a comfortable space. Start by making sure the guest room is clean and cozy, or wherever your guest is going to be staying is clean and very, very cozy. Fresh linens, aka bed sheets, a blanket, and pillows go a long way. You can also go the extra mile by throwing in some basic toiletries like towel, toothpaste, tissue papers, pads for the females. All of these kind of gestures will make your guests feel like they're staying in a 5-star hotel because they feel very warm and welcome. Number two, try to offer clear communication. It is really crucial to be upfront about your household rules, what you like, what you don't like, what you can manage, or any special plans. Share your Wi-Fi password with them if you have any, and also let them know that they can reach out to you if they need anything extra. Communication is key for a smooth stay. Number three, provide snacks and drinks. I'd advise you stock up on some easy to grab snacks, tea, coffee, milk. Just basically stock up your house because you have an extra mouse coming to stay with you for a bit. If you're into cooking, cook extra food. That way your guests know that you have made plans for them and they don't feel like they are intruding, right? Number four, respect your guest privacy. While it's good to be a warm and welcoming host, also bear in mind that you should keep your distance in a way. Give your guests their privacy. Don't always intrude into their space. Open the room they are without knocking, shouting their names. Nah, don't hover around. Don't enter their rooms without knocking just because it's in your house. In simple terms, just give them space to be on their own. And if you need to have a conversation with them, you can text them or knock very courteously, very gently on their door to ask for that. All right. Number five, offer local tips and guidance. If your guest is new to the area, share some cool spots where they can visit, eat, or shop. Give them a map or direction of transport systems they can take to get to that area, because for the most part, you might be walking or you might not even have the time to take them around. Number six, I would call a bonus tip, and that is to give them a guided tour on your house. So you tell them, this is the visitor toilet, this is my room, this is the kitchen, this is the backyard, this is the washing machine. You can use it like this. I have this kettle that you have to push 2 times for it to work. Just give them a guided tour of your apartment or your property. That way, they don't always need you when they need to do something. The seventh point is that you can plan activities together. This kind of mirrors the fifth point when I talked about offering them local tips and guidance. With this one, you can try your best to make yourself available and do something fun for them because they might be visiting your house or your area for the first time. Just make it an experience for them. It's a great way to make their stay special and memorable. The last point I'll be sharing for the host, that is to check in, but do not overdo it. Also, mirroring the point I gave about privacy, you can check in on them, ask them how their stay is going, but don't overdo it. Let them know how they are welcome. They don't need to be in a hurry to leave. A little flexibility here and there just makes your guests feel more comfortable. Part two, which is the etiquette tips for the guests. This is where a lot of people have issues and they're like, why did I invite this person to my space? This person has taken advantage of it, and the guest is all there saying, he was not welcoming. He did this one, she did that one. Let's simmer down. Relax. The tips I'll be mentioning will help us avoid that issue. Now, if you're a guest, these are some things you should keep in mind to be a considerate, approachable, and thoughtful visitor. Number one, communicate your plans clearly. Let your host know when you're arriving and let them know when you're leaving. If there are changes to these, let them know on time so they can prepare themselves adequately. All right? Don't just go to somebody's house and you planned on staying for 3 weeks. You go and change your flight without telling them. And when they start asking, it's almost as if people now want to start quarreling. Now, please pre-inform them so that you can avoid things like this. Number 2, respect your host's space and rules. Always follow the host's house rules like quiet hours and areas that are off limits. Also, don't forget to ask for permission before using anything that belongs to the host, unless they give you a go-ahead. Number 3, which is where a lot of people err, and that is keeping common spaces tidy. You cannot come with your jaga scattered lifestyle from your house and then come and display such behavior in someone else's space. Be sure to clean up after yourself in shared spaces such as the kitchen, living room, and even the private space you have been allocated. Offer to help with chores like cleaning, washing the plates, doing laundry. Things like that just make your hosts feel happy and they are glad that you're in their space for the time being. Number 4, don't forget to bring your hosts a gift or gesture of thanks when coming. I'm going to give you an instance. Say you're coming from Nigeria, you're going to some country abroad, and you're going to stay with a Nigerian. It won't take anything from you to go with dry fish or crayfish or gari, things that are very expensive in those areas that you can get for cheaper here. Pack it nicely and hand it over to your host when you get there. Oh, I brought this thing for you from Nigeria. Same goes for visiting from abroad to Nigeria. You can get your host a perfume, you can get them skincare, something. It doesn't have to be very expensive, but something that just shows that you had them in mind while coming to visit. Not come with empty bag and be looking for the one you will collect from the person. That's wrong. It's a simple yet powerful way to say thank you for their hospitality. Number 5, limit personal belongings in public spaces. What I mean by this is that you should keep your personal items in your designated space, aka your room. It is courteous and it helps maintain a clean shared environment between you and the host. The next point is to offer to contribute. Whether it's buying groceries, whether it's paying for light, whether it's paying for internet, whether it's even just taking your host out for dinner date or lunch, or just buying fruits on your way back, or even cooking in the house. Just try to show appreciation by helping out, by contributing to how the house is being run. Okay? The 6th, or is it 7th point, is that you should be considerate with your noise levels. People that are on the phone and they can hear you from the next streets, remember that you are in somebody's house. Hey, where are you? I'm here. You will laugh. Please don't do that. You're not in your house. Your host might not complain, but it is really bad. It's not nice. Keep your noise levels down, especially early in the morning and late at night. This is one of the best ways to ensure that everyone gets along. The last point I'll be sharing for the guests is that you leave your host a thank you note or a thank you text. A heartfelt thank you note or text is a beautiful way to express your gratitude. It shows that you really appreciated your stay and the efforts your host made. All right? That way, if you decide to visit again, their arms are wide open to welcome you. There you have it, y'all. Those are etiquette tips for the host and the guests to make stays enjoyable and smooth and devoid of drama. If you found these tips helpful and valuable, signify by giving it a thumbs up, sharing the video, leaving a comment in the comment section, and subscribing to my channel if you're not yet a member of the Chantel Nation family. I bet you have all the fun here. I promise you. Ask previous members, they will tell you. Thank you all so much for watching. Until I come your way again, don't forget to stay amazing. Mwah. Bye, y'all. Alright. Hey, I'm looking for a couch to crash